Hey everyone, what's up? How are ya? Hope you're fine. My name is Anya. It's time for some creepy videos again, so yeah, let's go. How's the volume?
Hello everyone, my name is Spooks, and today we'll take a look at 5 scary videos. But before we begin, make sure to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any future uploads. Alright, let's begin. There's sort of an unspoken agreement of sorts that cornfields are a little creepy. We aren't necessarily sure why, but there's just something about them that's ripe for fear. Which is
Well,
probably why so many
those plants are really high when you get lost in them. I guess it can be a little creepy.
different horror movies have scenes that take place in them.
Children
The
of the
following
Corn.
video, uploaded by TikTok user Casey Dusted, shows that our fears of cornfields are not unfounded. The caption says that a farmer a couple of miles down the road from Casey sent over the video in question. The farmer has also allegedly been hearing strange things during the night. Take a look at the eerie video and make sure that you have the volume on your speakers turned up.
Sounds like badgers. They give off this cute little sound.
Hello?
That sounds like giggling. Or it's kids playing around.
Hello?
I mean, during the daytime it could be kids fooling around in the cornfields, but I've told you before, I watch well, not necessarily always watch it. I have this stream running 24/7, this outdoor stream, and there's badgers. There's lots of badgers there, and they make the cutest sound. I've never in my life seen real badgers outside anywhere. I just always knew them from movies somehow. A badger was, this weird cat or dog that escaped somewhere. But in this stream, for the first time in my life, I've seen badgers, and they often play fight, and they make these cute little giggly sounds, kinda. Oh god, it's just the cutest I've ever heard. So that just totally reminded me of badger sounds.
As you can hear, a strange giggling noise is seemingly coming from somewhere in the cornfield.
They are, I mean, I've only seen them on that stream during the night, so I don't know. I think they're nocturnal animals, I'm guessing, but maybe they're also up during the daytime sometimes. No clue. As I said, I've only seen them during the night.
Although the farmer can be seen trekking his way through the fields in search of the source of the giggling, the video abruptly ends after he says hello. To this day, nobody is quite sure exactly what could be heard in the cornfield that day, or who the voice belonged to. What do you think about this particular clip? Who was in the fields that day? Let me know your theories in the comments below.
Yeah, I'm going with badgers.
Escape rooms are supposed to be incredibly complex yet fun areas designed for customers to use their brain to break out of. However, these can obviously be a little creepy. Heck, Hollywood has even made some movies about them already. However, those are just movies. The following 2 clips published by TikTok user The Basement Escape Room are in real life. The caption provided with the first clip reads, quote, "One of our employees arrived early for her shift, and while preparing the building for the day's reservations, she heard a loud banging coming from the mid-lobby. As she's been instructed, she immediately pulled her phone out to document the occurrence. What you're watching is what she captured. As she approaches the door to our operations area, you can see the door being slammed shut over and over. She went home shortly after, and someone had to cover her shift." End quote.
What the? Hello?
Props to her for going there to check it out, though, eh? Yeah, but
The second video posted to the account essentially serves as a continuation of the last one, as we watch the videographer explore the area, which just ends up capturing even more freaky things. Take a look.
could easily hide there.
Okay, let me see if I can
Somewhere.
get this on.
Okay, that's creepy. But then, I mean, if this is... I've heard of these houses, or yeah, that in America you have these kind of haunted houses, escape room thingies where you can pay for and go in and try to find your way out. So I don't know much about them. I heard about them somewhere, but I would guess that they are kind of prepared to make things more spooky, you know, like haunted houses. When you drive through them on fairs, shit like that, that probably things move or are supposed to move to make the experience more spooky. That would be my guess. I mean, I'd be totally creeped out. I would love to do this on the one hand. On the other hand, I don't know. I wouldn't want to do it alone, and unfortunately, I don't know anyone who would come along with me. But then we don't have these things in Germany anyway, so it'll be another 10
In the description
years
of the second video, the uploader writes,
till we have
quote,
it here.
"As our employee was turning on the cameras for the day, she noticed some of the chairs in the operations room were moving by themselves. She ran over and started recording to see if she could capture it with her own camera. These are the events that followed. It's happening again. We have tried all of your suggestions and they worked for a while, but whatever this thing is, seems to be more angry than before."
But she didn't film the other side of the little stool there. Maybe there was a string attached somewhere. She just showed us the left side.
"We need help." End quote. Although so far these videos have not gotten proper explanations, they are just a couple of weeks old, so it's still entirely possible that we could get some answers in the near future. Could this be a publicity stunt to gain some new customers, or is it all real?
I was gonna say that maybe they just did that to, you know, get people talking about it so more people will come and check it out.
What do you make of these clips? Be sure to let me know your thoughts in the comments below. The following video was published to a popular urban exploration YouTube channel that typically explores incredibly creepy abandoned and haunted places. This video is certainly no exception. In this particular upload, published to their channel on September 29th, 2022, the explorers are checking out an eerie flower factory, which may sound pleasant, but it turns out to be anything but. For about the first 10 minutes or so, it seems as if there really isn't anything too wrong with the place at all, aside from there being rubble strewn around and the overall state of the building looking quite disheveled. However, it's around this part of the video in which our videographer finds himself in the midst of his first scare of the night.
What was that?
Despite this, he nevertheless decides to press onward and trek his way through the building. Eventually, he enters this room, which looks to be quite normal, right? Well, he's dead wrong. He then finds himself inside of a room that used to store and contain many plants and flowers. But instead, these days, it seems as though it contains some creepy spirits.
兄弟们，忒狠了吧！
That weird red creature again.
我操！
Before he can make an escape, the uploader finds himself in one last area of the building, where he comes face to face with something that utterly terrifies him.
操你妈的，出来来！ 我操你妈！我操！
Oh, it's the same girl. She's just wearing a white coat over the red dress.
操你妈！
It's nicely done, but I'm
Although
not
this
buying
urban
into
explorer
it.
definitely has plenty of experience and has been making these kinds of videos for quite some time now, I think that we can all agree that it's probably best if he stays out of it for his own safety. In October of 2021, a man named Corbin Finn uploaded an extremely creepy video to his TikTok account in which he explains that he works in an old urgent care facility that just recently got shut down. He says that he isn't quite sure why the place even closed down in the first place, but he mentions that he finds the building to be quite spooky.
And why
He
does
says
he
the
still
reason
hang
why
out
he's
there?
there is to be looking for a leak somewhere in the building. However, while filming, Corbin ends up filming something genuinely terrifying that he could have never guessed would have happened that day. Take a look and make sure your volume is up.
Real spooky place.
At least he's there during daytime.
Another bathroom.
I see you. I heard it.
Another bathroom.
Corbin doesn't end up hearing the extremely freaky voice and proceeds to continue on with the video, walking around various different areas of the urgent care facility. About 30 seconds later, Corbin is showing off the shoe rack room when he ends up capturing something perhaps more terrifying than before. But this time, he does notice it.
Be upstairs, had to put your shoes in this little cubby. After some further investigation, there's no one else in this building. I've heard someone go down those stairs, though.
How can you know there's no one in this building? I mean, it's a large building. He can't be everywhere at the same time to check that out.
So,
Of course, upon witnessing this, it's clear that Corbin is quite unnerved, and understandably so. But before he can leave the building and call it a day, he's in for one last good scare.
there's a stage up here. It looks like a couple of altars next to him. Creepy. Okay, now I'm getting the fuck out of here. That was it.
After hearing this bump, Corbin proceeds to race his way to the exit of the building and manages to get out of there in one piece. But the question still remains: what exactly happened in the urgent care facility that day? We may never know the answer.
I'm pretty sure it was some other person. Oh, him again.
A man named Chris runs a popular YouTube channel, Urbex Hill, which typically consists of uploads relating to him exploring creepy and abandoned places, many of which are haunted. In this particular video, he's exploring an incredibly chilling, abandoned, and allegedly haunted area that he's referring to as the back rooms, which proves to be quite terrifying, as you're about to see.
I've seen
About
that
9
one.
minutes into the exploration, Chris eventually makes his way into a particular area of the building that he says is noticeably colder in that section of the building, which freaks him out. Despite this, Chris presses on and decides to continue with the investigation, which might not have been the best choice. At one point, he explores this section of the building when this happens.
Oh, it's that again. Okay, that part. I thought it was the one with the being cold in base in the base. God, that was loud. Did I hear that, dude? Nearly blew my eardrums.
What's interesting here is that upon hearing that loud noise, Chris says that he suddenly felt very sick, which just makes you wonder what dark dread the building inhabits. At the end of the video, we are shown tons of creepy moments for you to enjoy.
Well, it's the third time I'm seeing it now, and I still didn't change my mind about it being another person. But wow, this is by far the worst quality of all of them so far. Yeah, that's what I meant about. Pretty sure it's a person with some form of light, some dim light, maybe a cell phone, or covering a lamp with his hand. I don't really what's the use of what's the use of zooming in like this if all you can see is pixels? I mean, from the way that I don't see whatever is supposed to be here, but everything is moving, so it's all ghosts. I mean, it's zoomed, you know, it's zoomed in so badly that everything is moving and could be anything, but it's just pixels in the end. I mean, what is that error referring to?
Finally, this moment from earlier in the video captured something unnerving that I'm sure no one caught on their initial viewing.
A shadow ran by.
Thankfully, Chris makes sure to get out of there as fast as he can before things get even worse than they already were. To this day, this is definitely one of Chris' more interesting exploration videos, and one that's loaded with tons of chilling moments.
Okay,
how did Chris suddenly get sick? What did he see down there that day? Who or what was keeping him company? These are all unsolved questions that will likely remain unsolved. And that was 5 scary videos. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, then subscribe for more scary content. My name is Sir Spooks, and I'll see you all in the next video.
Despite not buying into any of the creepy stuff or the paranormal, I did enjoy the video. Yeah, I basically said everything I had to say at the moment I wanted to say it, so yeah. Oh, see, here's the live stream with the badgers. You guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video as well. Have a great day or a great night, and see you in the next video. Bye.